Christmas.
Heading home for the holidays? 92 million of you are on the move today, but will some wild weather cause delays in the air, on the rails, or the road? Hello everyone, I'm Mike Mickle. Welcome to INN News. We begin with some wild winter weather that's impacting parts of the country. In Denver, several feet of new snow is slowing things down at the airport. Road crews are out in force to keep things moving there. And across the south, severe weather. This is video from Floyd County, Georgia, just north of Atlanta. You can see the damage done to a storage building at Shorter University. At least 7 people were hurt throughout the state. A Texas family is recovering after being buried in a snowdrift for nearly 2 days. David and Yvonne Higgins and their 5-year-old daughter were traveling in New Mexico Monday when they got stuck in a snowstorm. They managed to call for help and rescue crews began the search for them. Search crews found the family's SUV under 4 feet of ice Wednesday morning. State police say the 3 were lethargic and clinging on to each other when they were found. At last check, they're still in a New Mexico hospital. The federal government will not reach deeper into your pocket when the Christmas bills come due. Both chambers of Congress unanimously passed the bill today that will extend the payroll tax cuts for 2 more months at least. President Obama signed that bill shortly after it left Capitol Hill. House Speaker John Boehner backed down from his opposition to a 2-month extension of the payroll tax cut instead of the 1-year bill he wanted.
Doing the right thing for the right reasons is always the right thing to do. And while everyone asked for a full-year extension of these programs, a lot of people weren't willing to put the effort in as the holidays were approaching to get it done. Our members were. So I'm proud of the efforts that they put into this.
The president is expected to sign it, a deal needed to pass before December 31st, or 160 million Americans would have more tax taken out of their paychecks. That's $40 on average. This isn't over yet, though. Lawmakers will have to come up with another solution now by the end of February. Well, the TSA is trying to be a little more understanding this holiday season. The agency is offering a hotline for travelers with special medical needs who may require extra help getting through security. It's called TSA Cares and is designed to assist travelers before they get to the airport. Agents will answer any questions about screening procedures. This comes after criticism of the agency's intrusive pat-downs and x-rays. There have also been complaints of embarrassing screenings for people with medical issues. Now, the toll-free number is 855-787-2227. It's available Monday through Friday from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, Eastern Time. Well, the devastation gets even worse in the Philippines and a health scare in France that's leading to the removal of breast implants. It's all in our Global News Now. More than 1,000 people are missing and as many people are dead in the Philippines after a tropical storm slammed the southern region last weekend. Entire villages were wiped out. The Philippines government says it is still trying to assess the scale of destruction. The UN is pledging to raise $28 million for recovery. World leaders are joining thousands of mourners for the final farewell to the man who helped end communism in the former Czechoslovakia. Former Czech President Václav Havel was buried today. Thousands of people waited in freezing weather to pay their last respects to their first post-communist president. He was 75 when he died on Sunday. Earthquakes shake the same New Zealand city that was devastated less than 1 year ago. A series of quakes happened near Christchurch. At first, a 5.8 earthquake, the second 5.3, followed by several aftershocks. The tremblers dislodged rocks and caused problems on the roads. At least 2 people were hurt. The city's still on edge after a devastating earthquake in February. France says it will pay for tens of thousands of women to have their breast implants removed. The Ministry of Health is concerned that the silicone implants could rupture or possibly cause a rare type of cancer. More than 1,000 have burst since the French government discovered the problem last year. The makers have been shut down. And that's your Global News Now. We get back to business now and how much we're losing on our homes and who's winning the burger wars. Here's Ryan Bass.
U.S. homes lost about $700 billion in value for 2011, and while that sounds like a ton of money, it's actually better than last year's figures. In 2010, homes lost $1.1 trillion. Homes in Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, they lost the most value. The population of the U.S. grew this year at the slowest rate since World War II. Analysts say the recession is to blame for that. The birth rate fell more than 7%, and immigration is at its lowest level in 20 years. Wendy's is about to beat out Burger King in U.S. sales for the first time in its history. The Wall Street Journal reports McDonald's will keep its title as number 1 in the country, while Wendy's is expected to claim the number 2 spot. Wendy's sales are expected to be $53 million higher than Burger King, even though Burger King has hundreds more restaurants. Overall, Americans are on track to spend more than $175 billion at fast food restaurants this year. For your Back to Business, I'm Ryan Bass.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, an uprising and the ultimate fall of a dictator. Next, 2011 in Libya and the heroes who made it happen as we continue our look back. And it's about time for Santa to deliver his presents to all those good boys and girls. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, will be tracking Santa beginning tomorrow. You can check out noradsanta.org. There's even a smartphone app so you and your kids can track his movements wherever you are. INN will be right back.